Hello again. We're back. I'm running late. That's okay. Let's continue. So, we've got just me being weird. Oh, hi kitty, please don't bite me. I'll get over here. All right, so we did the unthinkable. We drove Kim away for the night. He's got things to do. Is it time to see? What's her name? Bleh. Fish market, 2200 hours. Time is the time. I think I need to put my empathy clothes on here. Rhetoric would probably be good. Empathy glasses, maybe some some perception. Nice empathetic coat here. Some perception boots. Kind of a sexy outfit. Gonna say. Just gonna say. I'm feeling my feelings right now through my wardrobe.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now!
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease. You shouldn't be here. Something's very wrong with her. She's completely out of control.
Raise your hands.
The man appears to be pulling out an object from his pocket.
Fear under threat! Fear under threat! Superseding event. Split-second decision. Get on the ground! Get on the goddamn ground!
Ma'am, I just want to talk to you.
Subject yourself to a full-body cavity search. Prohibited materials concealed in nostrils, ears, mouth, navel, urethra, foreskin, vagina, and rectum.
Do I have all that?
In her mind, the cavity search is happening, as long as she's saying it. It appears the things she says are very real to her. The situation looks bad. Calm yourself. Steady your breathing. You have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do. This is dangerous. You're 70% certain you always leave your gun loaded.
You're not the police. I'm the police. I'm the law.
Back up! Back up! Back up! Status unconfirmed!
Baby, you know who I am. Everybody knows. Lieutenant W. Freighter Harriet Dubois, 31st Precinct.
No. Oh, no. No. I thought Mr. Moran. Gareth.
Aggravated assault! Man down! Officers in pursuit!
What's the situation?
Law enforcement compromised! Impersonating a police officer!
Does she not believe you're actually a police officer?
Look, I am a cop. Take out my... This is probably bad. But I'm gonna do it. Will you just shoot me for reaching in my pocket?
License and registration! License and registration! Come in dispatch! Sector! Azimuth!
It's not a code, just disjointed words. She's losing it. One twitch and there would be blood.
Let's see. Please identify yourself, ma'am.
It's the goddamn police shitbag! Hug the pavement! You're under arrest!
As she waves her hands, You notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs? Magnesium, Duramine, maybe even speed. My God, she has speed on her.
Are you on
What's that?
drugs?
Confiscated contraband. Restricted access.
Possibly.
2 kilos missing. Eyewitness report compromised.
Time to get my gun.
She's frantic, confused, teetering under all that gear. There's an opening if you just move fast enough.
Didn't Roy say he took all the bullets out? I'm going for it.
Suicide by cop. Split-second decision. Eat lead, scumbag.
Oh, I see. Okay, the gun was empty. All is good. You're fine.
Okay.
What is this? This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real. Police guns have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
Grab the gun right now. This might be your only chance.
Pick up your gun.
No one ever cares anymore. Why would they treat me like this?
Okay, you need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
I'm very sorry this is how life turned out for you.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there.
Alright, what am I gonna do with you?
The catatonic woman, especially now that she's unarmed, doesn't seem to be a threat to anyone but herself.
And this is just more reflections of Harry, right? Another mentally lost person who forgets themselves. Oh, this game is so sad sometimes. Okay. Titus wants to be the sheriff. I'll tell him where to find you. Maybe he knows your family.
Please leave the radio on. Mr. Moran is on Channel 8.
She stands motionless, just a heap of clothes and fleshes now. Maybe if you search her once more. The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Is one of those things a police cap? There were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them? Do. The old woman doesn't react to your touch.
Pick up the cap.
She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia.
Confiscate the narcotics. Wink.
You take the vial of Pyrrolidon and the bottle of speed as evidence, obviously.
Obviously. Leave her be. Okay, well. She's so sad. I was at the grocery store yesterday with my brother, and there was a guy like that. He was obviously not dressed as a police officer, but he was just at this bench, yelling, talking to himself really loudly. I guess he's there every weekend. I was visiting my parents for Father's Day. Happy Father's Day if you're into that. If you partake in the Father's Day extravaganza. It's dark and I cannot see where I'm going. Let me put my flashlight on. But yeah, oh god. Life is stupid and sad sometimes. Hey, look, a little better. Oh, what else was I gonna do? I got my gun back. Gonna try to ask. Door's closed for today. Time to put the kids to sleep. That means she's gone. I was gonna ask what's her name on a date. Is she? Oh, is she still there?
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen?
I wonder.
We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me.
Watch my thing, kitty.
But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
I'm looking for someone else, actually.
Oh?
Oh.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way.
Oh. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
It's an installation. Very conceptual. I wasn't feeling it. Oh, it was an accident. I'm sorry. I got drunk and apparently drove it into the sea.
This calls for a funeral, if you ask me.
Are you suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
I don't think they hold funerals for motor carriages.
And why so? Our things are part of our life world. They're made with human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
All right, I'm in. But organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities like rejuvenate the doomed commercial area or...
I understand, believe me. I really do. I think about all the frivolous side activities I could be doing every time I go out there with my nets. But daydreaming is a rich man's game. At sea, you can't afford to be careless and dream. Anyway, what are we talking about here again?
I think you need to go on a date with me. I've never done this one because it feels weird, but I'm gonna ask her on a date.
You think she really needs more of that after a man died at sea?
Well, what do I do then?
What if I told you it is actually possible to go on a date sober?
Get out of here with your crazy fringe theories.
Before recorded history, men and women were able to do simple, very primitive things together sober. Acknowledge the situation and keep it basic.
I'm a drunk, so I don't know if you've noticed. So I usually ask people to drink with me.
I have, and I don't really.
This time, though, I thought I'd ask you for a walk.
Just a walk? I don't know, officer. I would not have taken you for an innocent perambulator.
I am. That's why you should definitely agree. Please, I see.
Where would this walk take us, officer?
Nothing creepy, strange, or out there. Keep it airy and simple.
There's a nice view on the beach I found. Land's End.
All right. I will walk with you. But you need to understand that nothing is going to happen. We're just walking.
Just a good old-fashioned walk. I like it.
Me too. It's been ages since I just had a normal conversation with one of you guys.
One of you old drunken bastards.
She means men.
All right, I'll go put the kids to bed and we'll meet at Land's End in 15 minutes.
She doesn't wait for an answer. You better get ready.
Oh my goodness. I put on my sexiest outfit. Okay. Where's Land's End? Do I even know? I don't know if I know where Land's End is. I think it's the place. This way? This Land's End? Oh, good lord. This is super creepy. Oh, hey, she beat me.
The woman gazes steadily at the waves. A sudden gust picks up her dark hair and lets it fall again, tousled, wild. She brushes a few stray locks from her eyes, and only then spots you approaching.
Aye, so here you are. It's late and the sun is going down. It'll be dark soon. If we stay here long enough, we will be joined by a cortege of drunks and teenagers.
It's like midnight, lady.
Know that you're not the first guy to bring a girl to Land's End. This is what the locals call a make-out spot. That is not going to happen here today. I just want to make that clear, Dimples.
Oh, really? Look, you seem surprised I made it.
Drinking men aren't known for keeping their appointments.
It's a rock star thing, tardiness.
Aye, you're the starest of them all.
Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Her laughter is throaty and warm. It rhymes with the waves and the cries of the gulls. As she turns to face the sun, reflected in the waves and the skyscrapers rising across the bay, you cannot help following her steady gaze.
The lighthouse is on.
You should say something. Anything. Maybe the tequila sunset thing.
You know, a past incarnation of myself called himself Tequila Sunset. I wonder why that is.
It's a common Ravisholian expression. Means drinking yourself to death.
Oh.
Oh, indeed.
I found a corpse recently. He had a Tequila Sunset moment.
And what about you? Keeping the name?
I think I'm good with Harry or Dubois these days. Harry's my name. I don't need any others. This is a new model of me. It will need a new name. Who am I kidding? I'm probably going to drink myself to death now. This is a new model of me. It will need a new name.
Can't wait to hear it.
The remains of the dying sun are reflected in the waves and the skyscrapers rising across the bay. Your mind clears for a moment as your senses take it all in. Not just the glass skyscrapers, fragile looking in the shimmering air. River Esperance flowing into the bay.
Isn't it strange for this all-powerful thing, the sun, to be so generous towards us? You know, the best time to go out fishing is usually towards sunset, when the water is warmer.
The sun also falls on the Capeside tenements and war-torn ruins. An old sea fortress juts out, seemingly impervious to the sheen cast over everything else, shaking you out of your reverie.
Is that why you named your boat the Sun?
Oh, that was a bit of pride and a bit of superstition.
Okay, just enjoy the view.
There's salt in the air, and the cries of the gulls and the skuas. Grit of the sand and the green glint of broken bottles. But still your gaze always returns to the dazzling streaks of light, wherever they may be reflected, their fading opulence.
It's bringing us spring, summer. It's entirely on our side, no matter what we do or who we are, for absolutely no reason. It's unlike no other powerful being, certainly no powerful organization or government. How can that be?
Well, something's got to be on our side.
I guess we wouldn't really be here if that thing wasn't on our team.
You would be incinerated, or worse.
Froze to death without the sun. You have fish hooks in your ears. Let's see.
These aren't real fish hooks, silly. They're earrings shaped to look like fish hooks. A drunk called Rosemary brought them to me. I kept them.
That's cute.
She's right. They're made mostly of plastic. A cheap novelty gift you can buy from a flower shop or a kiosk. The wind ruffles her hair as she looks at the setting sun.
There's an interesting lilt in your voice.
Thank you. I'm half Ubi. My mother was from Ubi Sunt. Not a lot of sun there, I hear. though I've never been.
The wind ruffles her hair as she looks at the setting sun.
You wish you were out there fishing right now.
I always do. I like it. It's like being on another planet, a water planet, with water worries and water joys.
The wind ruffles her hair as she looks at the setting sun.
So who do you think killed the hangman?
Good one. I'm gonna go with the rope.
Okay. Oh, good lord. Artful background. Can I change my clothes? Nope, I can't change my clothes. Okay. Well, I'm not dressed for conceptualization, so...
Say what? Something interesting?
Please, this is
Impossible.
important.
She turns her head, and the plastic fishhooks rattle in her ears. Nothing shearworthy takes place in your head. Relax. This was still good.
The sun thing was very pretty. I'm sorry I don't have anything to add.
Thank you. Out there on the other planet, the sea, you start seeing things in a strange light. I'm glad I got to share it. You know, the wind's gonna pick up soon, and I have to go, but...
She takes her sword out of the scabbard. The blade shines in the gathering dark.
Have this.
Huh.
The sun's good, but it doesn't stick things. I've no use for it anymore.
Are you sure you don't need the sword?
No. Men around here are too drunk to pose a threat to me.
You think we could do this again sometime?
Doubt it. But thank you for the company.
This is as far as it goes with her. You'd need to put a year between you and your last drink for anything more.
Well, thank you for coming on this walk with me.
Farewell.
Time to do some speed. Go talk to Titus, that old lady. I have never done that. That was actually very sweet. And a little weird. Because it's not sunset, obviously. And also, I left that poor old lady on the beach. Or the... pier? Is that what that is? Talk to Titus. Probably still awake. Let me out! Let me out! Okay. Thank you for the date, Lillian. Ba-dum down. I need to sleep. Kim will be back in the morning. Can I fast travel? What did I get? Oh, I got a sword. Equip this to impress yourself. Hell yeah, look at that. Maybe I shouldn't walk around with that though. Is this equip this when times are most dire? Yes. Probably. Actually. Second thought. I actually do need my flashlight. Okay. Can't freaking see where I'm going. Ba-dum-dum. Da-dum-dum. Good night, Lillian. Good night. Oh yeah, I was gonna fast travel. I could do that. Didn't I lift this? I already lifted this. Do I need to lift it again? What am I doing here? Trying to get him to give me money? Let's see what happens. Damn, they're all gone. practically a shrink minus the diploma. Hey, sexy.
Hi again, gendarme.
Tell me more about the muscular
Oh
type.
yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions. Sure. Anything else on your mind? Bye-bye,
Nope.
gendarme.
You want to come into my room later? Sexy? Hell yeah. My boyfriend right there. I have a thing for skinny guys that smoke.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Well, well. Bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
Yeah. No, I supposed to Clause's upstairs. Talk to her about Sunday. Maybe steal her drugs.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with... There it is. The orange sun wearing blister pack. You feel almost nostalgic for it.
What's so exciting about this orange bottle?
It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
Speed, just take it.
Feels like gold in your hands. Light and precious.
Okay. What does speed do for me? Well. I'm like, what is happening? What's going on? There we go. Okay. +1 Motrix, -1 morale. How's my morale doing? Pretty good, actually. Where's Prado? Psych?
Now that you've acquired some stimulants, it's time for a little pick-me-up. Time to detect.
Will make me into a super cop?
It will make you into more than that. A mega cop. This is your modus operandi. This is how you've done it for years. Let's go.
I have a theory he's not a hardcore alcoholic, even though he keeps saying that. I really think this was like a binge because he isn't having any DTs. He had been drinking for years and just quit cold turkey. Like, because you could play this cold turkey and then get a special thought about it. But, like, DTs are bad and they could kill you. And he's not having any obvious DTs of any kind. So I think he's just doing speed. Because speed, when you come down off speed and uppers, it's very short. It's got a short half-life, but you get super depressed. Which is super depressed. So, you know. I don't know. That's my pet theory. That he doesn't heavily drink like this all the time. Although most people who do a lot of speed do it so they can drink more. I don't think that's his main poison. I think he does a lot of speed on the job. All right. What, right here now?
See? That's your problem. A lack of confidence. Speed can help you with that. It can help you with everything.
Well, is this going to be really bad for my health, isn't it?
It's not ideal, no. But you need the zeal. Let's face it, you're never going to finish this case without cheating.
Okay, my body's ready. Let's do this.
You raise the peptide bottle, press one nostril closed, and inhale furiously with the other. The rush is almost immediate. It tastes bitter and caustic, and stings a bit inside your nose.
Mamma mia.
Now the taste is slowly receding into your throat. The rush is growing in intensity, your little heart pounding like a bird in a cage. A sweat breaks out across your brow. Your jaw clenches.
Okay.
Whoa, this shit is strong. This shit is disco.
Feels great. Are there any downsides to this at all?
To this? You kidding? There are downsides to not being on it.
Sure.
There are massive downsides. It's a potent neurotoxin. You're turning yourself into a frayed idiot.
Cool. Let's boogie.
Spring. Everything is clear around you. You're ready to concentrate on the next task in the task chain.
Well, let's do a little drug mixing. Don't drug mix in real life,
Whoa.
kids.
In
Throw
your
up.
hand, Pyrrolidon, the double rainbow of synthetic hallucinogens, rare and gritty, a product of the age of atomic power.
Atomic power. Look at the little puck of liquid.
What a funny little cap. Don't let the scary medical warnings throw you off. It's an inadequate antidote to radiation poisoning, but a potent antidote to boredom.
Radiation poisoning, that sounds scary.
It's not gonna give you radiation poisoning, stupid. Pyrrolidon is a perfect match for a badass junkie cop who's looking for a little heat. You need to lower the radiation levels, your stomach thinks. Slurp it.
Open the cap.
The container is warm to the touch. Or is that just the anticipation? You screw the lid open and look. A little slit on the side lets you just slurp it up, like an oyster. Come on, slurp it. You suck a manly dose of the extremely chemical-smelling liquid into your mouth. There, it seeps into your tongue. When you swallow, it's already almost all gone.
Tastes like a kiss. A kiss with the fist. A fist with the kiss?
It tastes like many things, all melting into one conflagration in the back of your throat. As you look around, the world slowly exists, as it did before. Only now, gentle flames lick at its edges, as though it were a photo burning.
Oh God, on fire?
Not really. It's just a metaphor. The effect of that otherworldly drop of liquid is slower, more subtle than that of real flames, yet just as warm.
Will I be able to stand straight and walk?
Why not? This government-developed substance seems very non-intrusive. You could even operate heavy machinery. Please don't actually operate any fire machines.
Okay. This is gonna be so useful in my line of work.
Already you can tell you're going to be slurping a lot more Pyrrolidon.
Oh God.
This stuff is going to give you insight into that little flickering light hidden in all human beings. If you can keep the vomit in, because it sort of also makes you want to throw up.
I have never done hallucinogens. I don't ever want to. That doesn't sound like fun. Is she out here? Did I miss her again? I keep trying to talk to her. I think she's only out here till 11. I'm just going on a crazy binge without Kim. I'm just like, fuck it.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now.
They give up on fixing the pinball machines at some point.
Yes, pinball hasn't enjoyed a heyday for 15 or 20 years.
Oh, man. This used to be a pinball workshop. Yeah, we just discussed this.
Yes, Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade. A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf, and it has been forgotten. Now there is only one working machine in the main hall. The rest is lost to dust. Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
Rolling Rags was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade. This is all left over from that.
As the dice maker said, yes, it all fits. Not that it has anything to do with the case, but it is a nice connection. But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
Does this mean the Whirling Rags really is part of the doomed commercial area?
Yes, it would mean that, and God would not like that. He should probably be made aware that his establishment is part of the neighborhood ghost story.
Be a good business opportunity. Oh, look at these.
You clearly see footprints in...
Okay. I looked at those. Let's go down. Down.
Hey, was there something you needed? Another thing. Great. I love those.
I have to warn you. I may have discovered that the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address.
Wait, so you know
He's
of the
thought
curse?
about this.
You know of the curse?
Everyone knows of it.
The whirling is listed on the intercom outside. It's one of the businesses in Building B. You should get your wiring fixed. I tried to call and couldn't reach you.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the whirling.
Hold on, not once? Isn't that already a sign of decline?
It's a sign of the whirling in rags not being part of the doomed commercial area. If anything, we're revitalizing this neighborhood.
Probably. The whirling was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade before it failed. It's only a matter of time before the whirling fails too, you see. Though perhaps the whirling will escape the curse.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework? These high ceilings? The nice rooms? Well, most of the rooms. For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here.
Nice.
I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost...
He's done a fine job too. Though he's spoken of the place dismissively before, the hostel is actually very important to him.
You really care about the whirling, huh?
Yeah, it's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way, even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
You shouldn't be so worried about that label, you know?
I don't place much stock in the curse and so on, but the label frightens the clientele. Who wants to stay at a doomed hostel? Everything's doomed enough without that.
Who owns this place?
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
Probably right. And who named it Whirling in Rags?
Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
Really, you did.
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
A song?
Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateniers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Oh, that's nice. What about those other cafeterias you manage?
What about them? One is a basement dive frequented by chain-smoking communists. I can't tell you how sick I am of Kraz Mazov and Ignis Nielsen and all those old ghosts.
He's hesitating, not sure if he should share this information with you. Encourage him.
And the others?
The other is a kebab cart. It's very successful in its way, but it's nothing like the whirling.
Wonder if it's a kebab cart where they eat the fly-encrusted kebabs because they think it'll make them less sick. Well, good luck to you with this place then.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
Against the doom, it's implied.
So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, can we, wrap it up?
Sure. Gert, I like you. There's nothing else I want to ask about.
Yes?
I'll see you later. I've got a free room across the ocean. Damn, they're all gone. Anything in here? Oh, they're gone? Bottles or anything? Okay. Goodbye, sexy shirtless man. Oh, I leveled up. Do I need to think any thoughts in my head? What have I got? I kind of want to think this one. What are they doing in there? Mama nama nama quaqua. Let's see. I want to keep that one. Guillaume Milone. No, I want to keep that one. Law draw. Learning cap for hand-eye coordination raised to 6. Isn't it already like really high? Rigorous self-critique. Failures heal things, which is nice. Not necessary. My stuff's really high. If I had like really low stuff, I might keep it. Physique caps learned by 1. My physique is pretty high. So it's up to 4. But it doesn't make it any higher. It just means I could raise it up to 5. And then my base is 4. I mean, I'll get a lot more points. I got a lot more to do here. Found a trace of an entity that's been stalking you. Yeah. Be an actual art cop. What does Superstar Cop get me? I can give up the superstar life and become an art cop. What does the Lawjaw give me? Succeed all hand-eye coordination passives. You know, I might keep that one because I need that. Logic raised to 4. I need a logic that high? You know what? Maybe I'll give myself a 3rd logic. For now. And then I'll get rid of that. How you doing, Kuno? I don't think I'm gonna get the chance to,
Fuck does Kuno care?
What's going on? Is an ungovernable youth on your crime scene, throwing around incendiary language, trying to push your buttons.
Kuno, listen, I know this boundary pushing thing is new to you, but it's old news for us grown-ups.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno pushes it. Kuno pushes it hard level. You should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of you.
You okay, Kuno?
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
He's like, oh, fuck. Every time that thing floats by, I think there's a bug on my friggin' screen. I'm like, frick. I'm gonna ask you, who is the Coon? Gosh.
Kuno's...
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Kuno? Is that some kind of gang name?
Yeah, Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang. Kuno bangs for Magie, bangs for Mazda, bangs for Revachol.
He lays the names out there with pride and precision, like cards on a table. Right when he's getting distracted, there's a malevolent hiss behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno!
Help!
Everyone can hear. Calm down. Anyone watching can see you're doing nothing. Just keep it professional.
I'm not doing anything, see?
Everybody, please!
Escalate, Kuno!
Pigs in here in Kuno! Somebody, please!
Look at his shit-eating grin. He knows there's nothing you can do to him. He's bullying you, and you are helpless. Kill him. Kill him now. He won't see death coming. Nip it in the bud before it gets completely out of hand. Right on his cheek. Just a light tap to scare him a little. Don't kill him.
Kim's not here and I'm high as hell. Let's hit him. Oh, shit. I'm just beating a child. It's fine.
The blow connects surprisingly well, leaving your knuckles tingling.
Bam, right in his face.
Kuno feels it. This was no light tap.
Oh. Now I feel like a jerk. But fuck Kuno. Okay, everybody calm down.
Hey, Van Tachten! You killed Kuno!
Poor kid.
Fuck does Kuno care?
So you respect me now?
You're dreaming, pig. That's not how this shit works.
A little. But don't expect anything to change.
Don't let him dominate you, Kuno. Fuck his fat ass.
The fuck do you want with it?
I've heard
Good
of it.
call, Pigmeister. Don't come in. Kuno do
Oh dear, I can't even buy my pants anymore. Okay. Just wandering around. Am I just carrying the drugs in my hands? Possibly. Let me see if I go fast travel. Take me to church. A lot more fast travel options. I'm gonna go to sleep here. I can remember how to get up here.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Unlock the shack door. Bed. Ooh, I got a shirt. You see the waves, the sea, the church.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Is shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy.
Yeah,
A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
The floorboard creaks under your steps. The intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth. Old science fiction magazines, books about birdwatching, and almanac from '39.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum.
Listen.
The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
What is this place to me? My new hangout where I could silently sit, drink, and die. Nah. My forward base for the coastal part of the operation. It's free. Good enough. I could live here. Looks like this is my new home. Wonder where the old one went.
Westward, across the canal, towers the whirling in rags. Door number 1 on the second floor is locked. Behind it lies a trashed room. 1 floor below, behind a counter, stands an irritable man. In a small shack in the fishing village, a baroque heater hums quietly, emanating a sense of comforting warmth. A wash basin lies on the table, the water inside reflecting the somber face of the world. Far away, on the corner of Perdition and Main, a nondescript building, obscured in a haze. It's vacant and lost, just like its tenant.
Perdition in Maine. Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
Interesting. Under the floorboards? How do I look under the floorboard? Fascinating. Alright, what's in the mirror?
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, such as it is, without the expression. It's just hairy.
Should I shave? I don't think it gets you anything. But you don't look quite as nice. I like that you can shave. Just sleep. It's an
The
option.
bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Go to sleep.
The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
Organic heat.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Great. This is gonna be really chill.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
This bastard isn't even listening to you.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people and then forgets about it.
I don't care. It doesn't scare me. Okay, so I'm a murderer, and that's bad.
Hear that? He doesn't even flinch. Iceman doesn't care about killing people. That's nothing to him. Blackwater, under the bridge. The thing he's really scared of is much, much worse than that.
And what is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
They're right. This is their function. To keep you from it.
Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of them all.
The last dream.
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
And the air will smell of apricots.
Of hell. An ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so okay.
It doesn't sound like it will be okay.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Oh no. Dredging up old memories. I'm hungover because I tripped balls on all kinds of things. Little drug, start the day off right. Cigarette. Smoke a ciggy. I'm feeling very, very good. Very good. Him won't know anything. Should turn some tearing. Gotta head over there anyway. Oh good, he's back. Good morning, Kim.
Yes? What do you want to know?
Can we go over the what?
You mean like a brief? 3 days ago, The RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Okay, mega cool.
Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted to know? Good.
Alright. Am I smart enough to know why they sent me?
Look at you. It's because you're
High
a
enough.
failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct 57.
What? No, that can't be right.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win.
Kim, what if my precinct sent me on this case because I'm a fuck up? Like, as a joke.
I've considered it.
Thanks, Kim. So it's true.
It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional. But I also think it's somewhat unlikely.
And why's that?
I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
Ha, so you are their finest.
I am the finest of nothing.
Do you really see me as a safe bet?
Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
He's right. There are no airtight theories, just paranoia. You've given it some thought. Now let it go.
Alright. Getting good at letting things go. So, Inland Empire. We need... Go to the waterfront. I usually don't use fast travel. This one, hey! My stuff got healed by fast traveling. That was weird. My shoes before I go inside. What am I? Oh, I got Titus Hardy.
It's you again. What is it?
Probably should have worn more authoritative outfit. There's an old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help.
What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
Yes.
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it?
Yep, that's her.
God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Kurong or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints.
Hey, wasn't Everard's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig.
Whatever you do, do not admit to these punks you lost your gun. You will suffer if you do.
Nope, she didn't have anything of mine.
No? Well, whatever then, Copper.
No. They totally said what it was. What was it? Anyone remember?
I don't remember. I was fucking drunk.
Let me know if you figure it out back there.
Mm.
Now, anything else we can help you with?
And what's her name? Her real name?
Auntie LaPlante, we always called her. Something LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo.
Marianne Amigo LaPlante. Marianne LaPlante.
Anything else you wanted to know?
Who was she?
Was. Like before. Just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still.
That's so hard because maybe she was a shit mom. And that's why they cut ties. Or maybe they're shit people. Or maybe they're dead. Maybe they're off on their own little drugged out adventures and they just have no fucking room in their spoon cupboard or whatever for their drugged out mom. It's sad. Poverty is sad. Poverty is sad.
Us kids, that must have been ages ago. She was better then. The children kept her together.
How did she get like this?
Wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig?
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
You want it? Cool uniforms, fast machines, packing heat. Sign me up. Law enforcement is a respectable occupation, sir. I can't but feel partially responsible for the unhealthy culture that poor woman latched onto. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. Someone who maybe wanted to set the world right before it ends. Ever think of that?
No, I didn't. Because I'm not fucking stupid, Polizonte.
Yeah, Carl. That's some pretty fucking weird shit to say. The pigs level weird. But whatever gets you through the day.
Well, yeah, but aren't all of you pretending to be cops? You're running around like you're in charge of everything, enforcing the violence of the Union against the citizens of Martinez. Like, shut the fuck up. Where'd she get all her cop gear?
Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
Thanks for helping out with this one, Titus.
No problem, old cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys?
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
Okay, convince Titus he's being manipulated. I have more to say.
Again. Just
Good one, Titus.
about fucking time.
You still haven't explained the bullet I found in the hangman's head.
You still on about that bullet? A bullet in a hangman's head. You're right, Copper. That is mighty curious.
Indeed. Mighty. How did it get there?
Well, there are so many bullets in the world.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
I'm gonna ask you again. I think the shooting was a cover-up for the blah blah blah. Did you guys shoot him? I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot at.
Around the bullet, man.
They're only pretending to enjoy this. Beneath the act, they don't like you knowing this.
Gonna ask you again, why was this in the victim's head?
Wow.
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
Did you guys shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere.
Strange reaction to the bullet. I found someone who saw the hanging, a witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and he's in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised.
Let's just say he's a high-ranking government official and leave it at that.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right?
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. The last copper. What wacky claims did he make?
The witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah. It's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
I'd imagine you guys drinking and singing and lynching songs. What's with the funeral silence?
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
Bullseye. Glenn looks around uncomfortably. The lieutenant hit a nerve.
The witness said he saw 2 people of Argiopight descent and 1 mask.
Arabagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there, too. I already told you. We were all there.
You said the witness didn't even exist, so he got it right. How would he know that if he wasn't real? The witness said it all looked like a surreal play.
Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's a surreal play or sublime whatever. Doesn't mean anything.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
Enough about the witness.
Some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit, then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great.
You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
I feel like Eugene is like actually very well read and smart, and it's very encouraging to all of them.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses. Witness is a scary word. So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
Okay.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
Excuse me.
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Why don't you push me some more and find out, gimp? Very mature, guys. Everett sent word, right?
Yeah, I heard him. The fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word. Let me state this very clearly, capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys, Hardy Boys. How may we assist you?
Explosive laughter follows. To his men, Titus Hardy is a golden god. They want to laugh at his jokes even before they leave his lips. This guy is a born leader, but having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
Yeah. All right. I think it can never go above 97 because Snake Eyes always loses. So there's always a chance you can lose, even when you're adding all these frick bonuses. Look how much bonuses I have. Titus, buddy, you're being manipulated.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated? Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know by now. Titus will never falter. But you know someone who might.
One of his boys.
Fat Angus, the powerful guy. Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker. Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez, their district, their responsibility. Outside, under the rising sun, tattered and in ruins, the windows of the cafeteria aglow with her morning light.
What's it then? Case closed. We're going home, Kim.
Huh? He'll get it.
Write it down, Kim. And Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Let's see. Because you work for the wrong people. You said to focus on Martinez because you're a foreigner. Because you work for the wrong people because they like killing. It's because they like killing.
Yeah, we liked it. It was fun, wasn't it, guys? We had a great time.
It wasn't for your fucking entertainment, Dennis.
They kill you because they think it's funny.
They just hang you like the Dark Ages, make a display of your corpse.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We just couldn't get him down, okay?
That's it.
Really?
That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Oh shit. The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm.
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him for no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
Oh, so he was dead before you hanged him.
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
Does he? His closed fist is shaking. It's you who's in control. Let them have their moment.
Right. Oh, poor guy, giving him an asthma thing.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Fuck you, bitch.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
What just happened between these two?
Something sneaky.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
So, you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. The bullet in his head.
Another nod.
Why?
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl. 2 of them. Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
So what happened Sunday night?
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How did you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
Oh, good lord.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
That's okay with the fat man, still wheezing there. He couldn't speak if he wanted to.
Oh gosh, what happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. And there was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Who's Tibbs, the 8th Hardy?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
If Claude didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
Yeah, I told you she's not what she seems. She's had special training for something shady.
Oh, you meant that kind of training, like a spy. Maybe. The kind of people who are after her. I guess she'd have to be.
These people, who are they?
They're powerful, connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
So who killed the merc then? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
Maybe.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
And you had ideas about his past too?
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself again.
Well, that's good. Whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the 2 girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier you said the girls asked for your help. Was this the other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker, the missing 8th Hardy?
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
Nope.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
You know, it's okay for there to be a Hardy girl, Titus.
We're Hardy Boys. And that's it.
Sure, but can you tell me anything about this affiliate? Name, current location?
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klausya you want to talk to.
Okay, well, I'm sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
All right, thank you. Can't wait.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that.
Probably
Hey,
not.
cop. Before you go.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
She, Klausya, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But
Still, after all this headache,
But you would still prefer if we didn't take her away?
that's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Well, Kim, let's get a crack-a-lackin'. Let's see. What am I gonna need? I don't feel like I'm appropriately dressed for this altercation. Probably not my piss faggot. Maybe a little logic. Maybe a little esprit de corps. Ooh. Authorité. Oh, look at that. Looks sexy. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna look at this for a while. So this one has visual calculus and esprit de corps, and this is esprit de corps and shivers. Let's do this one for a second. Ooh, +1 logic. Checkmate. I will need that later. Let's see. Need my shivers tied? No. Maybe. Look at that outfit. Walker, Texas Ranger or something. Okay. I don't know how much to do. Get the whole story from Titus, confront Clage.
This window is pristine on the inside.
Rainy.
It's always good to see you.
Cigarette sounds really good. Oh, lordy. She, flirting with me?
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
The Hardy Boys told me what really happened.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
You don't look surprised. You were expecting this.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your... Shush, I can't hear what she's saying. Let the miss speak. She's tall and thin and tired. A twig trying so hard not to break.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
That's not a good enough reason.
You're right. There's more.
More?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, grey and pale violet in the morning light.
What lies beyond it?
The pale, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Oranje, the old, old world.
That why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard.
What did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again, with a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lewes County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lewes conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job,
something?
I don't know. But they're after me too, along with Leweskop and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
She's been burned. I'm sure there are people who have done much worse than that.
Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost their jobs. Good people, too, not just C-suite. A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
And what happened here the night after he died?
We were
He
there.
died.
Together. In bed, I mean.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could.
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Your cigarette, miss.
Oh.
I'm sorry this happened to you.
So am I.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Titus said you look pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head.
Uh-oh.
Get into his mindset.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
What did you do then?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Before we continue, who is Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
She's the head of the drug dealership. I mean, she's pretty, she's probably the one who invented all that radio stuff, too. She's like a smart cookie.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
And this Ruby, where is this Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later. What are you doing? Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot.
It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Clausia.
When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
Did you kill Lely?
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drugs. It could have been a desire murder. Maybe an act of jealousy. He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun lying around. Close to her hand. A military weapon using jacketed ammunition. Now you guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Downstairs, people have this crazy idea that you killed him.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
She's getting scared now of you, the downstairs people, all of it.
Okay if you did it in self-defense. Desires drive people loco. Drugs were an integral part of your relationship. Perhaps they contributed to its end. You must have had a weapon nearby. Did you use that?
What does that mean?
What does drugs were an integral part of your relationship? It means you were high.
Do drugs make you aggressive?
No. People don't take drugs to kill each other. They take them to feel okay with each other. I thought Ravishal would be more enlightened about this, especially since you've taken them yourself.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
I'm sober.
It's not one of respect. You may want to add a clever retort to this one.
Was this a clever retort? I do drugs to keep working, cleaning up this shit you've created. Clever retort. I just say clever retort.
I'm sorry. I withdraw what I said. I didn't mean to judge anyone.
It's okay if you did it in self-defense.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before. That wasn't what happened.
You must have had a weapon nearby. Did you use that?
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor.
The bullet in his head, it was jacketed, military grade. Who else here has a military rifle?
I don't know. His friends have rifles. Maybe those psychos did it. Coalition military have rifles. I'm not a munitions expert, and I did not shoot him.
Okay. I'd like to answer some other questions, miss.
Like what?
The people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
But maybe it did.
I just don't know. I don't know anything.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
And why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth, idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
So you would have us believe, but you're not.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravachol.
Oh God, that was a lie too. Who made the call then? She did, of course.
She didn't call?
Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer. And it makes you sweat.
When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it. I told you I'm a horrible girl. I told you things break around me.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
Her bedroom inside?
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
Okay, I think we're done here for now.
She nods, silently.
Oh, wait.
She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody.
In God's name, wake up!
Who? What? Dear Lord, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not the most fair and just at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush. See?
Kim, why have we not arrested her yet?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
Devil woman.
What?
Her hand trembles. She's only pretending she didn't hear you say, devil woman.
You know, I think you didn't make that call to the station.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
Your real name isn't Clause Amondu.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
Good, you can tell me the truth.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
She's not lying now. She really is very tired. Her metabolism is failing her. The afterglow of whatever narcotics she's been taking is wearing off.
Was the passport bullshit too? That passport you kept hidden?
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Maya Smith, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
And where's this buoy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds. On the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. It's useless.
The wind rises, so do the hairs on your back. Somewhere west, small bubbles rise from a plastic ball floating in the water. Rusty, the color of oversteeped tea.
What's happening?
Long, spindly arms are spinning the buoy around, turning it, inspecting it like a magic 8-ball, trying to find a way to snap it open.
Nothing is useless.
West of the boardwalk in the reeds, so we have to check this buoy.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a Bergen sewage pipe, right near the waterline.
And tell me your real name?
It's Katarzyna Lazie.
Finally we meet Katarina Alagier. That's probably a fake name too.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof.
Probably not even Miss Oranje 37. Okay. She said she was 28 years old. Oh, Kate, you're like... iPhone. Calculator. It's 51 minus 37. That was 14 years ago. She's 28 years old minus 14 years. She was 14 when she won Miss Oranje 37. That seems kind of gross. Winning beauty pageants when she's 14. Oh. What have you done? Kitty. What have you done?
I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Yes, they can, for lying.
Enough.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next, ready for the damage. She knows you're grilling her.
And what if I told you you're under arrest, Katarina Alazie?
But I haven't done anything. Anything illegal.
Failure to aid a police investigation. She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
You're a suspect in a murder investigation. Your flight risks. That's all the reason I need. You're not playing these mind games with me anymore. You're coming in. Industrial espionage? We uphold international law here in the zone of control. No, we don't. Fuck them. Failure to aid a police officer. You've wasted our time in a time-critical investigation. Is really that time-critical? You misrepresented information about the case. Without the Hardy's confession, we know nothing. Yeah, you're a suspect in a murder investigation. Your flight risk. That's all the reason I need.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
No, don't do it.
Please, no.
But there's nowhere to go. A 2-story drop to the Plaza Mosaic. If she could, she would have run before. Fragile, unshielded. Her voice is thin and tired.
I think I know who did it. I know who shot Leslie. You know it wasn't me. Why would I do it? I have no motive.
She knows something.
Of course she does. What do you know? Who shot him?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says,
Ruby.
And why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
What she's saying is...
What is that?
Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she is romantically interested in you?
she said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little.
Mm.
I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
Hmm. This is just sensationalism and guesses.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs.
You were desperate because I threatened to arrest you, and you're just throwing anyone under the bus.
Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching? Yet again, you're coming up with this. The worst thing is, it may be true.
When Ruby said there would be shit happening if you didn't end your relationship with the deceased, was she threatening you?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
I know, that's what I think. And how could she have killed him?
You said there was a secret route there, right? She could have come up through there, then taken this shot. Right here, where I stand. It was too dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes. She's been up here many times. She used to come to drink on the roof when,
What is it?
The peephole. My bed is right next to... She would have seen us.
You mean to suggest she made it?
No. No. Why would she do that to herself? No, I just remembered you told me about it, and...
She's not really sure. It was right above the bed. She could have seen all sorts of things from there. Don't let your imagination run wild here, sire. Keep it on track.
Okay, that's it for Ruby.
Okay, and what? Arrest the liar now. Why? She told us some pretty interesting things there. Don't arrest her. Push her a bit more, but then let her off. That Ruby theory was solid. And she's beautiful. She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you.
Who?
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
Yeah, that's true. That's all good, but I think we should still take you in just in case. Step a little bit closer.
Still? After all this, sir, please. It's a shitty world, and I know I'm shitty too. I know. But I don't deserve to be sent to the moral intern and ground into paste just because I disturbed the sanctity of accounting. That's some multinational...
She's gearing up for a last stand. This is it.
What do you deserve, then?
I don't know. To spend my days with smoke, drink and dance, wallowing in shit. Just like everyone else.
What other option do I have?
You have those station calls, right? Where I have to show up at the station or I'll become a fugitive. You can write me one. You don't have to take me in right now. I promise I won't go out anymore at night. I'll be right here. I know you can do that. Just let me come in on my own. In 2 months, or maybe even 1 month. That's all I need.
I wonder where she goes at night.
You do have the form.
That's it. I'm calling it. Kim is beyond compromised. Definitely, sire.
What will have changed in 2 months or 1 month?
Everything could change. This city, the extradition rules, The people after me could be in jail. Or maybe Revachol. Maybe Revachol could be free. I could be tried in a free Revachol. An independent state that doesn't hand its detainees over to the moral intern.
A free Revachol. There is a low, distant rumble on the motor tracks. A great machine shaking the pillars down south. Electricity runs up your spine.
I find that hard to believe, miss.
What was that feeling?
It's coming.
I do like the sound of that. Another Revachol, free, independent.
The world can change. It's changed before.
Her political overture has succeeded, we see. This was her last card. There is nothing more she can say. The final decision is yours. You alone stand on the throne of your mind.
I made my choice.
She looks at you in silence, her face filled with fear, lips parted. Wait. If you arrest her, Kim will have to transport her. You'd be without your partner for the rest of the day. Shut up. He's making a decision, and it's his to make.
So, if you arrest her, you get a vision from Shivers, I think, where she is probably killed in transit by whoever. Which, it's like, oh, it's terrible. She's so nice and pretty and blah, blah, blah. But she said she would literally be a mass-murdering cannibal freak if she could do it, if she was physically stronger. And I think she's definitely a spy. I think it goes beyond corporate espionage, though. I do wonder who she... There's so much about her story you never really get to know. So, like, the idea that her being murdered in prison is, like, unjust or unfair or whatever may not be true. She's probably done some pretty horrific things on her own. Like, she might have killed people, poisoned people, whatever. She didn't call the cops. I think Everett said he called the cops because he's trying to start a war on purpose so that he could take control of the harbor. And the idea of the war will make Wild Pines look bad in the public. So he wants to start a war. He wants them to look bad so that when they do a coup and take over the harbor and never give it back, like, the public would side with him because, like, well, Wild Pines went in and shot a bunch of civilians, just the working class people. Why would they do that? So we know that Everett called the police, which I never picked up before. But yeah, if she gets killed in prison, I mean, there might be real justice there for all we know. I mean, we don't know her, although whatever. I don't know if it's justice to let her free to, like, wallow about and dance and do drugs and have fun for the rest of her life. She has this, like, I'm a victim here sense, and then she's not a victim. She's a spy and probably done really more horrible things than just a little light espionage, whatever it is. She's, like, I feel like she's pretty bad. But I don't know. I just... Maybe I'm against the death penalty. I won't have her arrested. I'll write you a station call, Katarzyna. If you miss it, I can't help you anymore, and I'll write it with her real name. Not her real name. None of these are her real name. She's a liar.
I won't.
She takes the slip, shaking visibly, then collects herself.
This may have been a grave mistake, sire.
Either way.
Maybe not. Mercy is rarely a complete mistake.
That's true. She might be useful someday in the future on another case. I feel like she was going to pop up out of nowhere with a different name and different hair and all kinds of things. And I'll have a little something more on her. Be very interesting. And it makes me wonder, unless this is bit of a Sherlock clone, if she's supposed to be the only person that's ever like won against Sherlock. Clause is winning here. I don't care how much she cries about it. She's winning. She's so winning right now. She's bamboozled me. She's lied. I don't know anything about her after all of these confessions. I literally still know nothing about her and what she's doing here or who she's running from. Like, she's winning. Good for her, I guess.
I promised I will be right here all the time, nights too. I'll help you any way I can in this investigation, and I will be at Station 41 in 6 weeks. I promise.
Sure. Let's talk about you and Ruby. Do I have
She
anything more
nods,
to ask?
then nervously.
Okay.
Let's change the subject for the time being.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this.
What? Oh, that's true. Okay. Let me boost. I boost this just in general. Ugh, I'm done. Let me put on all my Shivers clothes. I'm feeling a call from my nether regions. A little empathy in my life. Wish I actually knew that. Shivers. I think I'm wearing is not Shivers. Yeah, this is no Shivers. I need to get more comfortable, ma'am, before I finish my questions.
Hello, officer?
Yeah, there we go.
What brings you up here again?
A warm column of air rises around you, encircling the building you stand on. You feel its twisting shape, bits of paper and birds on the thermal, along with several million liters of water, all rising up into the great Insulindian sky.
Why does it rise?
Because it's warm, from the gathering spring, from the oceanic current flowing into the bay, the people on the streets, and the machines that hum in the harbor. Heavy fuel oils, too.
Shudder.
From the vapor, a great cumulus is formed, a cloud castle 1,000 meters high. A flock of seagulls screams, hitchhiking on the thermal. They too are part of the procession, the honor watch.
For whom?
For her, the guest, waiting.
Is she safe here?
As safe as you keep her.
What is she waiting for?
For Gloria. Soon these clouds will all fall down as rain. Spring will come. 2 more months, maybe less. It's time.
Miss, what are you waiting for?
You mean here, in Martinez?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the miracle to happen. It'll take one to get me out of the mess I'm in.
And what would that miracle be?
The return, of course. Now, I know I'm not from around here. I would only be hitchhiking. The return is a big hit in the industrial espionage circles. A lot of desperate, seedy types there. All screwed in this unipolar world.
And what is the return?
Don't you know, sir? I thought you were from around here. You look like Mr. Revachol.
Humor me.
The return, well, it's part urban myth, part political science. It's a fool's hope, sir, and it's also all I've got. They say there will be an event, that it will happen somewhere here, in Revachol West. They say it will happen soon, and that it will change everything.
Le retour.
Some political event? How do you know of this?
As I said, there's talk. In the competitive intelligence crowd, a lot of people, like me, we need a new color on the map. It's all blue, you see, and that blue doesn't like us.
You came all this way because of a rumor.
No, I came all this way on a false passport and some money. To hide, mostly. In the most volatile part of the Real Belt, where it's easiest to disappear. where the walls are still porous and you can slip through. This is just something to get me through the night, you know? A little espérance.
Espérance. Being like spirit or something? Espérance. French is non-existent. Espérance. Translation. Sure this is French. Hello. What is the meaning of Esperanto? Hello? Hope. Hope. Okay. A little hope. How soon will it happen?
Soon. But it's been soon for almost half a century now, so don't hold your breath. No need to worry, Lieutenant. I'm sure the streets will not erupt in seditious violence just yet.
These streets? I'm not so sure, miss.
The return of what exactly?
Of the king, of the nation, of communism, return on investment. I don't know exactly. It's meant to be vague, as promises generally are. But at the same time, I mean, things can't go on like this forever. Something will give. It always does.
Is this why you said you would like to surrender in a free Revachol?
Yeah, I guess it is.
So she thinks, at least partly, that this return will feature a self-governing Revachol. She has already placed her bets.
Thank you. One last question. Do you really think it will happen?
I do.
So do I.
I agree, Detective. Something is coming. Trouble. It will be a hot spring. I don't know what exactly, but...
Something is happening in this city. I can feel it when I'm out here at night.
Her thought trails off. The wind picks up again. Above her, a great cumulus cloud rises, ready to fall down as precipitation. April will come, then May. A month, maybe 2 from now. You shudder. The feeling dissipates. The thought ends.
Let's return to this later. Alright. Pardon me. Let me... I need to put on my visual calculus clothes now. Calculus? Oh, where'd I end up? Too far. Conceptualize, encyclopedia. Maybe a little extra logic. Empire. Wearing the only visual calculus outfit I have on. A little bit extra. I gotta be very logical right now. Very logical. Oh, that might actually help me more. Damn, look at that outfit. I'm looking sexy. Sweet. This probably is a better outfit. Do I want to put this back on? Shivers and Inland Empire do very different things, but they perform the same function of giving you like these psychic impressions.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Alright, what happened here?
Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are 2 neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
ending him.
And where does it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Inspect the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Let's see. Have a look at point A prime on the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
So I'm 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%, with a weapon that fires jacketed ammunition, likely a rifle. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside, in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room, a closer point?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, Detective.
Not a reason not to look. Are there any arguments against A prime the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could there have been another point of origin further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Yes, extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
And more precisely?
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, Detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Okay. Have a look at point B prime, the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Have a look at B double prime, Land's End. So that's where I was on my date.
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it. Possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Probably not. I'll have a look at B triple prime, the islet.
1 kilometer away. A point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Kim, do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof in Martinez?
From where, precisely?
Let's say B prime, the boardwalk, B double prime, Land's End, B triple prime, the islet.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less than from the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. It fits the hidden path through the whirling. A simple hypothesis.
But nobody heard a gunshot on the roof? Guns are loud. Double HE hockey sticks, people. Oh, no. Down the stairs. Come on, Kim.
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, I talked to Clausier. Now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
Because she's your real leader.
You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only man responsible for this unit. Get with it, or fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off.
I'm gonna level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Lely's killer. I have seen her in a laudanum-induced delirium. The paranormal instinct whispers her name into my ear. No. Look, I need to pin this on someone, and I've decided to pin this on her. I suspect she killed the victim, that's why. A civil war is brewing, and the only way to prevent it is to solve the murder. That means talking to Ruby. Especially in another case, I'm investigating a drug smuggling.
Sounds like you want to push this steaming pile of shit on anyone. And now you pick Ruby. Well, not on my watch you won't. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Present a solid theory about why Ruby could have done it.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought. A massive activity spike in the amygdala copicum, the part cops use to pin murders on people.
Cops have a special part of their brain for, what's it called? Accusing people of stuff. Let's see, why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
Because she was here, all night, with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She didn't go to the toilet?
No.
In the whole 45-minute window, she was with you all the time.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, cop.
That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
He's been through it. That means he suspected her too. All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof. You got his attention. Now don't ruin it by making weird claims. Remember, you can still mess this up.
You do agree the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper.
There's a
it
70.
was close up.
There is a 72% chance the bullet came from the roof.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
I analyzed it on the spot. Turns out I can do that.
No, you can't. I know what you did here on the weekend. People talk. And what they say doesn't sound like a science call. You're a madman.
Those numbers were an ass pull, man.
Yeah, and they don't put hair on the roof either. It's just mambo jumbo. He hasn't got shit.
A skilled Sambo artist could have climbed the outer wall like a spider. There is a secret route to the kitchen that leads straight to the roof.
How?
Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Have you noticed the winch out back on the outer wall whirling like me with my perception eyeballs?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying it's part of the elevator she used to get up there?
That's right.
That's wall mystery down then. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it?
Well, there were pinball machines in the workshop, still operational. I said, I don't care.
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
No, I just thought we could bring some down, get some machines in here. The pinball murder. Should make it an observation. Let's move on.
He makes a gruff gesture for you to continue. He gestures with his bear cap, so you haven't won him over yet. That bad boy goes down on the table only when he's completely focused on something else.
I also found footprints upstairs in the old workshop.
Footprints? Recent?
He looks tough, but there is a nervous twitch in his dark green eye. This is all too close to home for him.
Yeah, a week or two.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that call. Good news is, I'm still listening.
Guess what? Remember the key I found there?
I don't like guessing, Cole. No one does.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you, all the time.
You didn't find it, but Ruby did. That's how she got up there.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
No, the ribbon was old, faded. It'd been there for 20 years at least.
She could have just put it back when she was done.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits, and he knows it.
Have we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot?
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun.
Uh-oh. Oh, internet. Poop to bed. Internet. Poop into bed. What is happening? Come on, internet. Why are you always like this? Not on my end. What? Oh, lordy. Woo. Cat? Why do you have to be here? She's like, 'cause it's warm. Honorable bitch. Oh, I have to turn a better light on. Hello? 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 Backwards? Ugh. There we go. You're connected to the internet. Okay. Know what to do. About poor internet reception. That isn't actually happening. Every time. He's like, what's happening? I was just here enjoying the thing. Don't know. Will experience buffering. That's not my fault though. Like legit. Oops. Well, hopefully it's not buffering. I don't know. My internet's doing perfectly. Apparently. Already established that Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns too.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
Yep.
You were warned not to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out of it.
I'm not getting into it if it touches on your precious business. No, I'm pushing him. All I'm saying is, from what I saw in her cabin, she'd have no trouble getting a gun.
Trouble. This is Revachol. Even the roidheads in the gym had a carbine. No one has trouble getting a gun. I still never saw her carry one.
He must be referencing some past case of theirs. He's angry because he knows you're right. What he's saying only confirms your theory.
I've analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was jacketed.
So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. Not even you militia monkeys have those. This goes against your everyone has a gun theory. If it was military grade, how'd Ruby get it?
You don't know. Just be honest.
Just be honest. You're right. I'm never... I'm just being upfront with what I know.
Right. That's mighty forthcoming of you. So, let me extend you the same courtesy. She's connected to you know what.
Do I know what?
Organized crime. Down in Jamrock, probably. He's not being too forthcoming. This is not a surprise.
Okay.
So she may have access to semi-automatics, but that's a long fucking stretch of the imagination.
There is a small 28% chance that the shot came from beyond the roof.
Yes, goddammit, I know what a 72% chance means. It means there's a 28% chance it isn't that. And 28% is no small chance either.
It's almost 1 out of 3.
Just making sure we are on the same page. it doesn't all fit. We are just sharing info, candidly.
There are weapons laying around, just like lying around Martinez in like holes and stuff.
That looks antique. A Belma grave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
There's a cellar under the bookshop. It was hidden there with others just like it.
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
It's a goddamn breech loader, too. Find one that works, and you got a military-grade weapon that shoots jacketed ammunition.
He sees it. This is coming together. He must.
I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her.
All right, Carl. Keep talking. I'll tell you when I've had enough.
Pete, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
See, it's not why did she kill him. It's why did she organize the cover-up. Claude told me some pretty interesting things about Ruby. Maybe it's all part of a leadership challenge. Ooh. When Claude came downstairs, Ruby appeared to know something was wrong. Maybe she killed him because she thought it would carry favor. See. Claude told me some pretty interesting things about Ruby.
Yeah. Like what?
Apparently she had a thing for Claude.
A thing? You mean?
Yeah, but they're both girls.
Girls like girls too, Angus, sometimes. This is one of those times. She liked Glacier.
I know, it's bewildering. Come on, guys, she hangs out with you meatheads. This cannot come as a surprise.
Yeah? No. Ruby's got more balls than a ball pit. You'd have to be an idiot not to... Guys, I'm not the only one who knew.
Yuji's like, you guys really are stupid. Why do I hang out with you?
Knew what? First he says she's murdered him. Now she's a too? It's a lie.
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do. Everyone knows which way the wind blows there.
I did. I knew it. That's why she didn't fuck me at Fatty's birthday party.
Sure.
She didn't fuck you, 'cause you're 40, and you still live with your mom, Dennis.
Glacia said she made advances on her, and she thwarted them.
Ruby then threatened her and told her to end her relationship with the deceased.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass.
She did tell us when we were close to arresting her.
Figures. But that Ruby is queer as cabaret. Now that I start thinking about it. So there is some truth to it. And that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a Hardy. But if you bring your own personal shit into our outfit...
He glanced at Glenn.
If that's the case, then it's not right. But it's not the case, right?
There are many pieces that fit together that way, Eugene. Face it.
Claude came downstairs. Ruby appeared to know that something was wrong.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby. She's got shit under control. That's her whole thing. That's why she's so good.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know. Women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
Yeah, she's just got her shit together. That's how she knew. Or she knew what happened because she killed him.
Not so useful.
Fucking hell.
Blonde man is in some kind of anguish that makes him stare into his garlic bread bowl. Garlic bread bowl sounds good. Carbs sound good.
Betrayal is not painless. Even the doubt of it hurts.
Maybe she killed him because she thought it would curry favor with you. Yeah. It's not why did she kill him. It's why did she organize the cover-up?
And I suppose you have a theory about that too,
She could have just been covering up for herself.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Eugene, let's assume that you killed him.
He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your friends as part of a lynch mob, or alone for committing murder?
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. This is fucking stupid, Titus. This and the queer thing, all of it. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why's that?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior. Why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps.
That's why Claudia
Ask her
didn't
if
flee.
you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
So, Claudia is well trained. She's not just some party girl from Oranje who was a, like, what do you call it? Model or a beauty pageant queen or whatever. She's had some explicit training. Like, she knows cops will find it more incriminating if you flee. That's why she didn't flee, even though she is the most likely suspect. It's, yeah. I just don't understand why she didn't go with it, because we probably would have done nothing, but... Or maybe she knew we would get more out of... Probably Ruby or somebody. When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
Me as in the RCM?
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
No wonder she was afraid. I've come to declare the ending of the human experiment. I don't know. Probably knew me from my singing days.
Yeah, that's real funny. She wasn't laughing, though. You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop.
Won't stop?
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
Silence. He nods.
The true Kim and I can opener?
You are insistent.
Anything else? Anything?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This cop, Titus, this cop, he...
Scared. You should be, too. A strange fear creeps over you. a metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject. Everard has a file on you, but that's bogus. What she knows comes from somewhere else, from Jamrock. It must be real stuff.
You have any clues on where Ruby went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand.
Yeah, Al, and we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Who's doing this looking? They're all here.
Really? You're all here. Who's out looking?
Lizzie needed some air.
So she didn't go to tell Everard.
No one goes to tell Everard anything. He knows what he has to know. Fast.
It's called a radio, you believe. The gardener may have played you a game when she stormed out. She has her own plan.
Did you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure. There's some shit houses there. A cinder block town. The fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
You know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something.
Well, it's not much, but it'll do.
It'll have to.
Shake it.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite.
Well, thank you. Monica's titties are big. Thanks for that input. And I think we're gonna leave that till next time. We're going after Ruby next. My internet lasts. But, until then, I'll make some little shorts and TikToks coalescing some theories I have. Because I think too much. We're almost to the big one about what happened to Harry in the church. I'm very excited to get to that one. Yes. Oh, yes, I'm very attractive. Great, thank you. Oh, yes, yes. Anyway, I'm highly distracted by the dialogue. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.